Welcome back to the top down, bottom up. Today I'm going to show you 3 charts and explain why we're looking to be more defensive in your portfolio. If you look at the chart behind me, this is at the end of June for the S&P 500. We talk about a little breakout occurring on lower volume, which means this might not last. Now let's flip to the end of July, looking at the S&P 500. We did move a little bit higher, but there are a lot of factors at play right now. The Fed didn't lower interest rates. The tariff deadline hit on August 1st, and the fact that we're in the middle of the summer and typically there's lower volume. So you can see there's 2 areas of support I highlighted. We could come down anywhere between 2 to 8%. We don't think that's going to happen immediately. It could be a slow chop that occurs during that period, maybe even into the fall. So what I'm going to show you now is an area that we really do like. And if you look at this chart, it's consumer staples. It's a very defensive sector, but you can tell that this chart looks different. It's more of a consolidation, and what that tells us is that people want to buy that. So what we're going to be doing is we're shifting into these more defensive sectors. You're going to see more cash, but I don't want to spoil anything because I'll turn it over to Brian for the bottom up, where he's going to discuss what we've been doing in portfolios. Wow, thanks Jake for that valuable insight. You may be sitting there saying, that's not Brian, and you're correct. This month you get a double dose of Jake. So what I was looking at in the top down was being a bit more defensive. And that's translated into the portfolios as we're adding to different sectors like consumer staples, which is defensive, as well as healthcare, specifically medical devices. It also translates into what we're doing with the individual stocks as well. We're selling some things in the portfolio like Amazon that we sold ahead of earnings for a pretty solid gain, and a company, Lowe's, that we sold for a small loss. But we're taking that cash and we're moving it into different areas of the portfolio that we think will hold up better over these next few months. And that's why we're highlighting CVS as our stock of the month. Now you can read that right up in the link to the email that we're sending out as well. But with anything that you have question-wise, feel free to call the office and make sure that you stay in touch through our top down, bottom up.